You're listening to All in Our Heads with Joe Fernandes and Mike Gaffney. Please enjoy the show.
Yo, we are live. Welcome back to the All in Our Heads podcast with me, Joe Fernandes, and my co-host Mike Gaffney. How's it going, pal?
That's me.
That's him. I'm trying to share this shit to my regular page, but like Facebook doesn't let me do shit. It's so annoying.
I hate Facebook. I'm done. I hate it, man.
It's so frustrating. I just want the damn page. Oh, there it is. I got all mad. Then it's almost like Facebook heard me. It's like, all right, calm down, Joe. Let the button work now.
We forgot to flick the switch.
Yeah, Facebook's like, oh, they're live. Good shit, fuck. Shit. Okay, so, all right, I'm going to share this to my regular page. Boom. And then we're set, ready to rock. Today's Hump Day with your boys. Wednesday.
I really am done with I'm just done with it, man. And you know I love you like a brother. You're like my boy, right?
Right.
You're like my brother. It's like you're just like exactly if I had a brother.
Yeah,
right? I do have a brother, but like if I had another brother.
Yeah, I'm the other brother.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have your real brother. Yeah, Frank, then me.
Exactly. There you go.
I know where I stand on the mountain.
That's exactly, yeah. But you're still on the mountain.
Yeah.
Still it's the brother of, Mount Rushmore brother.
Yeah, but, you're somewhere on mine, somewhere in the woods, somewhere.
I'm all right.
Yeah,
I know I'm there.
Yeah.
You got other brothers. I
already got two real brothers.
So, you make those little TikTok things. And they're cute. I'm not saying they're nothing.
I'm not trying to get famous with them. I'm trying to have fun.
Exactly. And you're not racking your brain going, how the fuck? Let me write. I got to figure out a way to do it. You're just fucking having fun. And that's it.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you'll share it, and it'll be a goofy thing, and it'll get likes, and people can see it. I put any thought into my fucking filter videos, and nothing. Facebook won't let no one see it. In all of my videos, my filter videos have a point. Like with the Tiger King, they all had searchable fucking things where people were constantly watching, and I'm doing some goofy interview with a tiger or a lion and one of the guys with no teeth, and the people who were seeing it going, oh my god, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
But no one's seeing it. And it is so frustrating.
Maybe try TikTok with these videos.
Yeah, but the TikTok don't have the filters that I've been doing.
No, but you could record. You can use those filters because TikTok you can upload and add clips to.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You can even kind of edit in there a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I try to watch it. Some broad did like a tutorial thing, like, here's how you can make a video. And I watched it like 3 times, and I was like, all right, it's cool. But my thing is you don't really make it easy to find the filters or the fucking goofy things you want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you don't see it. Like, it's like, I got to go watching millions of cornballs.
Yeah, I actually, an old comic friend of mine, Nancy Richards, I don't know if you remember her, girl from Staten Island, that she messaged me today to learn about TikTok. She goes, I like your TikToks, and my students want me to do TikToks.
Oh, nice.
Messages. So I was just telling her what I do. I go, when I'm just looking through it, if I see some effect I like or some song I like, I just put it in my favorites. And then one day when I'm putzing through, I'm like, oh, okay, I could do this effect with that song, and we'll fucking do something stupid.
So like there was a tutorial on showing how to like this guy was like, he drew like on the mirror, right? So they was showing how he was doing it. They had a camera on a tripod. Yeah. And the girl behind him was filming him doing it. Okay. So he draws like a hat, like a beanie hat on the mirror with a black marker. They pause it. They give him a real hat. He puts it onto the mirror. Mm-hmm. Then they unpause it. And it's like instantly shows he drew the hat, and then bam, there's a hat there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then he drew a cell phone on the mirror. They paused it. They unpause it, and he grabs his cell. And then I was like, all right, that's really cool. One girl was like, yeah, you stop the video, and you could start at any time, which is way different than the other apps. You could start at any time.
Yeah.
You make a video, pause, start again, add effect to that thing, pause. You know what I mean? You can make – so I'm like, all right, that's cool. But I want some of those goofy effects that I see on there. Like, I can have fun with those things, but I can't find them.
Yeah, they're tough to find. Like, I just watch some, and when I see one, I put it in my favorites. And then you'll just wind up having like this list of favorite effects. And when you want to fuck around, you're like,
it's fun. And it's and you can be creative and goofy, and like I want to do that. I've been wanting to do that for a month.
yeah,
like,
dude. My niece has been telling me for a year. She's like, Uncle Joe, get on TikTok. I'm telling you, and it's so funny. It's like I'm getting all these like rando followers and like young people like sharing on their feed, like follow this guy. I'm like,
right.
I'm literally doing nothing.
So Jeff said, "Hey Pedro, where's the stash for you?" Joe decided to fucking cut his stash off, and I decided to leave mine on in solidarity with
I didn't know that. If you would have told me that, you were just telling me to shave the stash. You told me to shave it.
Yeah, it was frustrating, but I shaved. I didn't shave since Saturday, so then today I just like shaved this part. I was like, I'm gonna leave the stash with solidarity with my brother.
Well, you know what? I just started looking. I don't know. I just first
you were finally seeing what I saw from day one.
No, I've been seeing it, and I've been kind of like it's been like a goof for me, and I've been enjoying it like in a goof way. And then I was Skyping with Aaron Hodges the other day, and I just saw it on there, and I'm like, ugh. And then, but even before I said ugh, it was just so itchy. I felt it there. Like it's the same reason why I don't wear jewelry. I don't like things on me. You know what I mean? And like the thing on my face was just so annoying.
Like things on me.
What?
Just the way it's like you're talking to your therapist. I don't know how to explain it. I just don't like things on me.
I don't. I just felt myself like this a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't know how people walk around with facial hair, especially beards, man. I look at people with beards and I get hot. I'm like, is that thing not hot? It feels hot. It looks hot. It looks like it would feel hot.
It looks like it's hot and it looks like it smells.
Yeah, like I could see if you lived in like a cold climate and you're like a rancher or something, but I don't get the beard other than that. I get, or if you're sometimes fat people do it to cover their neck fat.
Yeah, I wish I could grow a beard because I would like to do that.
Perfectly acceptable.
Right.
But I don't know.
But yeah, so I'm gonna shave it since you shaved. I'm not keeping this fucking thing. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah, I just also was tired of not being as adorable as I typically am.
Yeah, no, that's what we were saying. There was a poll going around.
I saw it. I saw the poll.
You saw it?
I did. I was tagged in it.
Yeah.
Lots of heart emojis. I gave it.
How do we get? Should we tell Joey we need adorable Joey back, or should we not?
Yeah. He's back in full effect, baby. And on TikTok.
So, do we have? You have your movie bracket caught up?
No, you were supposed to send me a bracket, but you never did. So, because you were involved in the movie bracket.
No, I know. All right.
I did the food bracket.
There's nothing to be a dick about it. Just
the dick. I didn't say that. You asked, and I said no.
All right. So I didn't send it to you. So you can't put the new one up. Is that what you're saying?
Can't put the new one up, but we can talk about it because we're down to small numbers now. We don't have to put it up. We can tell people what we're gonna.
Yeah. So we have.
So you're gonna have to announce because you have the visual evidence.
I got it. So.
Oh wait, before we get into that.
Okay.
Wait. First off, Love Actually didn't make it through, right?
Love Actually, yeah, it's coming up.
Oh, it's still there. Okay, good. Then I'll save this for that.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Thanks. First off, I don't even like your tone.
No.
With your Love Actually.
You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised at what I say. You'll be surprised.
So, can we before we get into this? Have you finished? Have you caught up on Ozark this season? Have you done the whole?
No.
So where are you at in this, man?
I haven't started season 3 yet. I just finished season 2.
Another
pandemic? Dude, I got a lot of things I'm doing. I joined this writing group, and I'm just trying to fill my time creatively.
I got it. Okay, so the brackets. If you're new to this movie bracket situation we're doing here, Joe and I put 16 movies that we love, not fucking Oscar worthy, awesome fucking People's Choice Awards, just movies that we can watch and enjoy.
Yeah, some of them happen to be Oscar.
Some of them happen to be, but they're just movies that we enjoy. We put them together, and we've randomized this bracket, and we've been going through to find out amongst our favorite movies which one comes out to be the best.
Yeah. And
we are down to the 8. So what is that, semifinal? The 8. What is it called?
That's a Sweet 16. Wait, there's 8.
8.
Oh, 8 altogether?
So, yeah. What's
I thought it was eight matchups you were saying.
No.
Okay. So then this would be the Elite Eight.
Elite Eight. That's what they call it? Okay.
In
so
basketball terms.
Eight.
Yeah.
First out the box. It's going to be a tough one, Joe.
Okay.
Well, maybe not. It's probably not. For you, it's not going to be.
Okay.
Ocean's 11 versus Pulp Fiction.
Bro. All right.
I get it. I already.
Yeah, listen, we don't. Do we even have to argue? I mean, I'll be curious what the chat says, and I'm not saying I don't like Ocean's 11, but Pulp Fiction is just such a. They're almost enjoyable in the same way, where you can kind of pick up, no matter where you start watching it, you can continue watching it from that point and still have a good movie.
Right. However,
I mean, Pulp Fiction. Put it this way, Pulp Fiction is just more original, not a remake. You know what I mean? It's just a all around better movie. What?
If it's not even gonna say I was picking Ocean's 11, which I would just because I love that movie, and it's not that I love it more than Pulp Fiction. It's just I keep going on those terms. The last time I could ever watch it.
Yeah, dude.
If I keep doing that, then I go to the one that I love the most. Not that I know is a better movie. Pulp Fiction is a better movie. Ocean's 11 is my favorite. Is one of my favorite movies. I enjoy it so much. But I'm totally outvoted. Rosa says Pulp Fiction. Jeff and Angela both say Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, Pulp Fiction easily moves past Ocean's 11. And no offense to Ocean's 11.
And, I'm taken.
You know?
I'm speaking on behalf of Pulp Fiction. I mean, Ocean's 11, and we understand.
Boom. Pulp Fiction wins.
Okay, the next matchup is Good Will Hunting. This one hurts my soul. Versus Love Actually.
Ooh, that's interesting. Because I could probably. Okay, I want to hear your arguments.
I can't argue it. Good Will Hunting is just great on all cinematic and fucking Robin Williams. I just love Robin Williams. I love all the scenes Robin Williams is in.
All right, we both know that we love Good Will Hunting. We'll go back to Good Will Hunting, but before that, only because I just watched Love Actually, and I know you've been loving this. I didn't realize how old that movie was.
I know.
Until I put it on. So just explain to me why that's one of your all-time favorites.
Why Love Actually is one of my all-time favorites?
Yeah.
All right. You said it so just like I'm a fucking retard, and you like just. The reason why I Love Actually is one of my all-time favorite movies. First off, it's all the stories that are told. There's a couple of stories that really just make me fucking well up.
Dude,
I enjoy.
That movie does fuck with you.
So yeah, it does.
Like emotionally, you're like, ooh.
Yeah, like that writer that he saw his brother was banging his broad, and then he found that girl, the Portuguese girl, and he learns Portuguese to meet and she was learning English just in case. That end scene, that to me is the most powerful scene of the movie. Now all the other couples get together, it was all beautiful.
Yeah.
But that was the one that hits me the hardest. And then what's his name? Reichman in his one, what's her name? Emma Thompson, is it? Is that who it is?
Which one are you talking about?
The older woman. What's his name's? Hugh Grant's sister in the movie.
Oh, yeah. Emma Thompson. Yeah, I think that's who that is. Yeah.
Where her husband's cheating on her with that hot broad at work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of cheating in that movie. Even
a lot of cheating. Oh yeah, the boyfriend. Yeah, two cheatings.
Well, you had the brother walk in, catch his brother cheating.
Yeah, but he didn't cheat on his wife. He bought the broad a butt. He didn't get nothing from her. He didn't fuck her or nothing. He didn't kiss her. He did nothing.
Who?
Alan Rickman and Emma Thompson.
Yeah.
The guy. He was the boss at the.
Yeah.
Office.
Oh, he didn't cheat.
No.
He just buys necklaces for people.
She was flirty with him. He kind of was into her, and he bought her a necklace, but he never did anything else.
I thought it was implied.
No, just she said everything is yours, and he never capitalized on that. He kept asking. She kept saying, "I'm telling you, you can have anything."
Yeah.
And then he just bought her a necklace.
Yeah, I related with almost every character, every story in that. has been and you're sitting there and I'm watching the movie, and I'm like, this is why people have unrealistic expectations of love in the real world. Like, I feel like we all try to make these types of movies happen in our lives.
Absolutely.
But it was kind of honest with feelings and how not cut and dry love is. Right. You know? It's very complicated.
I love the dude that went to America and he just lands with Michigan and he was like,
well, I see. I thought that was going to be some sort of dream he woke up from. Like, I didn't even think that was real.
It was a dream.
I know, but when they played it like it was real, I was like, oh, they're all right.
But I'm not saying it was a dream, but it was meant to be that.
Yeah, I mean the complaint I have with the movie is that like there was too many love stories. Like,
really,
I feel like if they cut it down to I don't know, I felt like by the time the movie was over, like I didn't care enough about any of the stories. Like, they were nice stories, and you feel it because of the almost like, dare I say, just for lack of a better term, hacky storytelling Hollywood way of doing it. But like you didn't really develop any, and it wasn't as many laughs as I was hoping for. I thought there'd be more laughs.
It's not a rom-com. That's what I said. It's not a rom-com. It really isn't. I don't care what anybody says. It's not, because there is no humor in it, really.
But I watched it and I said, okay, I enjoyed it. I didn't love it. I thought it was missing a lot. Like I said, as far as character development.
Right.
For me caring enough at the end. You know what I mean? It tugged at my heartstrings just from personal experience, which I wasn't a fan of. I'm like, why do we have to dig up these old feelings? I've stuffed them down. Very good. Thank you.
Ansel says she's very proud of you for finally seeing it.
Yeah. That being said, totally forgot what I was going to say when you cut me off with Angela's thing.
You were saying that love actually goes through.
Love actually goes through. No, the thing is, when I was done, I was like, I'll never watch this again, even though I liked it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's definitely, if it's on,
Can I just say? Yeah. It probably. I mean, I don't know, because I was in a relationship when it first came out, and my girlfriend at the time wanted to watch it all the time. So, maybe I would just say maybe because you're married and the thing is, you already have the thing that thing is promising. Maybe, I don't know. I guess
which story? No, the story that like hit me the most was the Walking Dead guy.
Oh yeah, that was the fucking with the
fucking his character. I was like, I've been you so many times.
I'm him all the time. Not so many.
Yeah.
I am him all the time.
You know what? That story hit me the most because I've been him and her.
Yeah.
Multiple times in my life, him and her.
I've not been her as much, but I've definitely been him.
Yeah.
And I've not been him as fucking boldly and get caught by being him. I've just been him and been like, fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That I could still get emotionally choked up when he does the cue cards. I know it's corny. I don't give a fuck if it's corny. How's that? I get even more choked up when she comes to his house and finds the tape.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, that storyline. Let me tell you something. I could have watched a movie with just their storyline, honestly.
Right.
I could have watched. Like Love Actually, like they were all good. Could have been all good movies on their own.
Right.
And the reason why I think there was too many of them, like if you would have had like 3 of them.
I think the reason why is because he really, the writer really wanted to fucking showcase that blending everybody's lives.
Right. I get it.
I think he got a little too much blending. Like the people that were like the fucking stand-ins, stand-ins in the rated R movie would act like porn stars, fucking naked. That storyline I could have done without.
Yeah.
I could have done without.
Yeah, that storyline was a nothing. It was a nothing. It was zero. You had no connection to it. Nobody relates with that.
No.
I mean, it kind of. Everyone kind of like they kind of met at work and and like especially when you're trying to be professional on a set and you're not supposed to fall in love with your co-star who you're probably pretending you're in love with.
Right.
I guess they had to throw a little acting thing in there. That was probably a real writer's thing that happened to him. That's probably happened to the writer. Like, I fell in love with an actress on the set. I'm throwing this in. Mary, I dedicate this film to you.
But the one, what's his name's Andrew Lincoln's his
Yes.
character, and the guy, what's his name, Colin Firth,
Yeah.
his storyline with that girl at the end when he's walking through the streets of Portugal, and and that girl's father is like the sister's like yelling at him. He's like, "Shut up!" He says, "Shut up, Miss Dunkin' Donuts 2008."
Yeah, that was funny. No, there was some fun. That's what I'm saying. I feel like, yeah, you whittle that down to a few less love stories. I think it would have been powerful, funny. You could have had Andrew Lincoln.
But what do you think about what's her name? Her brother who was sick and mentally ill, and she couldn't even get with the guy she was in love with at work because of that phone.
I like that one, but there was they didn't develop that guy. I didn't care much about that guy. That guy was nothing. Her character was great,
right?
But like they developed him zero, so you didn't even know if you wanted her to be with him because you don't know him.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it was just like this dude. I didn't buy it. I didn't buy that story. That's the thing. I didn't buy her liking him that much. I bought her struggle mentally.
Right.
But I didn't buy her. When they finally got together, I just it didn't seem like when you at the end when the Portuguese girl gets together with him, you feel it. You buy it because it's been developed. Andrew Lincoln.
You want to talk about it right now? I'll cry right now.
Cry right now. Okay, so all that being said, good move.
I fucking loved Hugh Grant's broad.
Oh yeah, no, she's yeah.
So all in all, okay, I'm glad you watched it. But again, back to the.
But I don't think it has the rewatchability of Good Will Hunting.
I got you. So you are on that rewatchability. Me, I would rewatch them both the same amount of times. And if I was told I can obviously, I don't know, man. I couldn't. I don't know if I could make that choice with these movies. So I'm gonna step out of this election because I cannot.
No, but you have to. That's why it's a hard choice. You're gonna have to make a hard choice.
So I'm going Love Actually. You're going Good Will Hunting.
Okay, we'll see what the chat says.
We need help.
What does the chat say?
So Jeff says can't vote. He hasn't seen either.
Okay.
That's disappointing. You should ask the rest of us to add to the list, including fans. Angela's saying that 4 weeks into this. Thanks,
Angela. For our next contest, I'll put out and we'll make a list that we'll divvy up from the fans. Yeah, we can't add at the Sweet 16. I mean, the Elite 8 level.
Yeah. So I don't know what you guys are feeling. No one's voting. So right now it's a tie. Jeff is not.
Okay. So it's a tie.
So it's a
so
I'm looking for.
We have to dig deeper than we have to dig deeper than we can ever watch it again. If it's a tie, we got to dig deeper into that. You know what I mean? As far as
so
like Good Will Hunting, we just said the flaws of Love Actually that you sort of agree with me a little bit. Because they're not terrible flaws. It was just
right.
I'm saying it was a good movie. It just could have been better with less. Less is more.
Yeah, a little less. Maybe two less.
Two less love stories. It would have been perfect.
Right.
And I think it would have made more laughs because I think those other stories drowned it out. So
Angela, you're not helping.
What's she doing?
Depends on the time of year. I'll watch Love Actually 12 times.
I gotta say though, it did. I almost wish that I watched it at Christmas time. Like it was
100%.
It was odd to watch it during springtime coronavirus quarantine. It just wasn't the right vibe I was going with.
Doesn't have the same feel.
I'll rewatch it Christmas time. I'll guarantee that. Because I'm a Christmas sap.
I don't know.
All right.
So Rosa turned in and says Good Will Hunting.
Okay. So we can either go.
I will be happy with that moving on because it is a great movie.
What are the flaws of Good Will Hunting?
I just hate to see you go. He says that. What's his name says that in the movie? Hugh Grant.
In Good Will Hunting?
No, in my fucking movie.
Oh, I thought I asked you what are the flaws.
Good Will Hunting's moving forward.
Oh, it is. Okay. Move forward then. Perfect.
Love Actually is out.
Oh, okay.
There's this part in the scene. I think he says, "I will say goodbye," and I will, be very happy, very sad to say goodbye.
Okay.
So that's where I'm at.
All right. So that's going to be a tough one. Actually, it won't be a tough one. Good Will Hunting versus Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, you're right. It's not a tough one.
Yikes.
We
could have had a good argument if Love Actually made.
I don't think we could have.
I mean, for you, we could have battled more.
All right, next up. This is another painful one.
Okay.
Because it's such good movies. Two different types of movies, guys. You guys are going to... Goodfellas versus Wedding Crashers. It's just so unfair, man, because they're two totally different movies, man.
I don't even know. There's not even really a conversation to be had here.
I know, but you're telling me... Let's separate these movies for a second.
Yeah.
That Wedding Crashers isn't one of your favorite fucking comedies?
I can't even tell you the last time I saw it.
All right, you're out of that conversation.
I thought I remember liking it, but not love.
I'm going to mute you for a few minutes if you don't stop talking about one of the funniest fucking movies ever, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But it's not Goodfellas.
No, it's not. And of course not. But you know what? When we do comedies, that's coming back in.
Yeah, we'll do Yeah, we just kind of randomly threw movies in here. So that's why these are tough picks. But I don't even think we need to discuss this anymore because Goodfellas
we don't have to discuss it.
Iconic.
Goodfellas, come on.
Yeah. All right, what's
Goodfellas? I mean, people aren't even say totally unfair. Angel's even like it's totally unfair. It is unfair.
We know, Angel. Listen, this game that we set up, we realized was going to be unfair because we were just randomly throwing movies in that we liked.
Yeah,
you know, so it's definitely going to be unfair. But Wedding Crashers may have its day when we do comedies again.
Well, not for you because I can't remember the last time I saw it.
But I'll watch it again, and maybe it'll. Yeah, it all depends on what it goes against.
Yeah,
if it goes against Dumb and Dumber, I'm not going to pick Wedding Crashers.
I can't. So anyway, and the last match for the evening. We could do all of them and just be done.
Let's just bang this one out, and then we'll start a new one next week.
That's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna bang this whole bracket out. Rosa says Goodfellas. Jeff says Goodfellas. Angela's confused like me. Delete anyone who votes Wedding Crashers. Jeff says. How about I delete you? Rich, the alcoholic.
Our resident alcoholic.
He says Goodfellas as well, and booze probably is what he was.
Yeah.
He's got the right. Goodfellas and booze, like that's the last.
He did Goodfellas while slamming his shot glass down. Goodfellas. I like this. I like this drinking game.
All right, the last bracket for the the Elite Eight.
This is the Elite Eight. Yeah.
Is The Departed versus Rounders.
Ooh,
and
now we're talking a very, very tough decision. That's a tough one.
Rounders.
I think I'm going to go.
Rounders, bro. Come on.
I think we got to go. I think Rounders for two reasons. One, it's definitely the rewatchability is unprecedented. Unprecedented. And it's like, we're not going to move on Goodfellas Boston forward to battle against Goodfellas eventually. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, look, I love The Departed, man. I do. But if you I'm not even thinking twice about if you say, Mike, you can only watch one of these one more time.
Yeah.
Rounders
moves on, baby. All right, now we're down to the final four.
So Jeff said Departed. We said Rounders. We don't need your help on this one. So, right, we're moving it forward. We're in charge.
But it's curious to see what they said.
Yeah, so what do you guys think, though? Chime in, because we're going to carry this bracket all the way out and finish it up tonight. So what do you guys feel? I know you said Departed, Jeff. I know. Believe me, I understand. It's a great movie.
It's a great movie.
If you're not really... Rounders, man, I can hear the music.
Rounders is one of my top 5 movies.
Right. I hear the music. If I see it, I got to play cards. I watch a half a second. I hear the song. I see Worm in jail fucking playing cards. I'm just... You had the Black Messiah the last... Like, you in it? You kidding me?
I may watch that tonight.
Rounders. Rich says Rounders. So, all right.
Rounders moves on. Okay, let me do this right now. And we are into, what is this called? When it's just the... Final four.
All right, guys. The Departed only because I haven't seen the other movie, Rosa said.
Okay.
Like I said, invite us as watchers to invite movies.
We will. Next, all right, what we're going to do... Go ahead.
Angela, come close to the television or to the monitor. This bracket was different. We are at the final four now. So, since we're at the final four, we cannot do this whole thing. However, maybe the next round, the next game, we're going to do favorite comedies. Then we're going to put, like we did a list of the foods, we're going to ask people, give us your top 5 comedies. And then we're going to break it down like that. So the next time we do this, just like you did with the food, we're going to be more interactive.
Are we doing comedies next or war movies next?
I'm just saying, we don't know yet.
Okay.
We don't know yet. I'm just saying.
We'll just figure it out. Yeah, then we're going to put a post on the All in Our Heads podcast page. You can, in the comments on that post, give us your top comedies, and then we'll try and divvy it up into a bracket.
We'll put a blast out. Maybe we'll put a blast out email-wise. Hey, give me your top 5 movies, and we'll just throw them into a bracket.
Yeah, because like what I did with the food was, like, I just added up when movies doubled up and stuff, and then the top one got the number 1 seed. That, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then sometimes it got a bye, so we could do it that way this time instead of just random.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Okay,
we are down to the final 4. The first match of the final 4. Hold on, did I not do that? Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. The first match of the final 4 is Pulp Fiction versus Good Will Hunting.
Wow. So, there's not a... I can't... Pulp Fiction is my favorite movie.
I know.
So the only time I'm going to have a hard time is if it goes up against Goodfellas. Because Good Will Hunting I love, but it doesn't even come.
Gonna go. Guess what? Prepare yourself for some hard times.
Why? That's where it's headed?
Yeah, if we're going to right now put it up against... No one in this room is going to vote against Pulp Fiction. I already know that.
Okay.
So, Good Will Hunting, I love. I love Good Will Hunting. So, I'm going to ask the room.
But you don't love it more than... You love it more than Pulp Fiction?
Yeah.
Really? Good. Why?
I do.
Why?
I love Robin Williams' performance. I think it is so deep and heartfelt. It's a movie that
so you're more heartfelt guy.
I like to be emotional. Like, if you could take me on a journey, I'm going there versus something that's cool to watch.
I mean, yeah, there's a journey in Pulp Fiction, you know.
Just because you're low in your voice doesn't bring me on a journey. But I do love the movie. I do. I love the movie, but it just doesn't bring me any. It's just a movie.
No, it's not just a movie.
I love Reservoir.
It's got amazing dialogue. The style it's shot and edited.
Did Reservoir Dogs even make it to this list?
No.
At all?
Well, I didn't put it on my list because I put Pulp Fiction and I didn't want to be Tarantino heavy. And Reservoir Dogs is kind of a remake.
Okay.
You know, in a way.
So, guys, if you're watching, says broadcast gets interrupted constantly. I don't know what he's...
Yeah, I've been Liz, it seems that Facebook, I think because so many people are going live, it's throttling, so there's really nothing we can do about that. Like right now it's saying that the broadcast is streaming well, but every once in a while it'll have a bottleneck, a lag, but there's really nothing we can do. That happened on when I was a guest on Girls Gone Green and I sent them live from my studio.
Right.
We're having the same problem. I think there's just too many people.
All right. So, nobody's putting... Are you listening to the show? Are you guys... I don't know what's happening. But once again, I'm asking. Joe wants Pulp Fiction. I'm a Good Will Hunting guy. I'll go either way. But what does the room say? Either Pulp Fiction or Good Will Hunting.
Anybody in there? Let me check the chat. Let me see. Pulp Fiction, Jeff said. So, I win.
Okay.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right.
Pulp Fiction moves on.
Yeah, there's more.
I mean, unless you can argue better for Good Will Hunting, but I
come on. I mean, I know they're two different kinds of movies. They're two different types of movies. Fucking Good Will Hunting.
Yeah, but they could have been. They could have conceivably in the same year. You know,
Angela
been up against what?
Angela went Good Will Hunting. So if you technically were tied.
Yeah, but isn't she up from that Massachusetts area?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. How about them apples?
Rich, your buddy, Now, I don't know if he's just making a point to join the conversation, which I love. Says Good Will Hunting was believable, could be a true story. So
yeah, no,
he says Pulp Fiction is fantasy, role play kind of movie. So what do you think, Rich? Though, if you had to pick,
I don't agree with that. It's a gangster movie, basically.
it's not really. It's a good movie. We're not arguing it. It's a really good movie.
You don't think?
Two...
I think it's pretty believable.
No.
What? What's not believable?
Who cares? I don't care. That's not a criteria for me.
What, two gangsters that kill people?
No, it's a little much. But I like it. I don't care. That's not something I've ever considered.
No, it's
a thing.
It's a fun, amazing movie.
So Rich is Good Will Hunting, Andrew's Good Will Hunting, you and Jeff are Pulp Fiction. So it's 3 against 2. Now I'm just saying, if we're going off of that,
we have to stick with the criteria that we've been going through, and if we're going off that, then Good Will Hunting moves on to a unlikely win.
Sorry, guys. I mean, we're moving on. So
all right, Good Will Hunting moves on.
Yep, I waited. I see my ass. I even put questions out.
No, listen, man. This is about us and the fans, and it is what it is.
All right, and Good Will. I'm doing the official score, submitting the score, and it's gone. Good Will Hunting moves on.
I'll make it easier for Goodfellas to win now.
Yeah, well, unless the Rounders beats out Goodfellas.
At least I don't have a hard choice anymore.
Because that is the final. The final game of the Final Four is Rounders versus Goodfellas. And again...
How can that be the final... Wait. I thought we just did 2 of them.
So Final Four, you do the math. I'm not going to interrupt you if you want a calculator. You want to bring a calculator?
Wouldn't these 2 movies just bring it... Wait, what?
Think Final Four and just do the math. Final Four, we just did Goodfellas. There we go. Welcome. Welcome back, Joe.
Oh, welcome back.
All right, so the final matchup in the Final Four is Goodfellas versus Rounders. This is very hard.
That's probably tougher. That's tough, man.
That's too tough.
Because Rounders is fun, man.
I love it, man, and I love Goodfellas. But I fucking love both, man. I'm a degenerate all around, and this covers all of the degenerate parts of my body.
Oh, this is tough, man. I do. I love Goodfellas. See, the problem is if Rounders wins, it's Damon versus Damon.
That's a pretty good. I mean, hey, Damon's a good actor. He deserves to be number 1. But
honestly, I don't think any of these motherfuckers are beating Good Will Hunting, so we could just pick the winner right now.
You don't think Goodfellas or Rounders can beat Good Will Hunting?
No. Not a chance.
You don't think Goodfellas can beat Good Will Hunting?
No, I meant the other way around. I'm sorry.
There we go.
Yeah. No, I meant the other way around. There's no way Good Will Hunting will beat any of these people. Any of these movies.
I got it. I got you. Yes. Good Will Hunting isn't winning. So
let's
say that. So no matter who goes up against them is going to be the winner of this fucking bracket.
Right. So we're picking the winner right now, actually.
So Angela's Goodfellas, Jeff is Goodfellas, Rich is Goodfellas.
It's got to be Goodfellas. I mean, listen, I love Rounders too, but Goodfellas is Goodfellas, man. It's good with those fellas all the way around.
That was this movie week with Joe Fernandes. Goodfellas is Goodfellas.
Yeah, man.
Back to you in the studio. All right, well, Goodfellas is moving on because Goodfellas is Goodfellas, and it's going forward.
I mean,
Rounders, man.
Rounders. Listen, I got rid of Pulp. I let you guys steal Pulp Fiction from me.
Jeff said Good Will Hunting could beat Frozen 2.
Oh, easy.
That would be hands down.
Unless my niece was more involved in this.
So we are at the finals, what everybody's been waiting for.
Yeah.
And it's Goodfellas against Good Will Hunting.
No contest. Actually, no, there's a contest. They're both very, very good films. High rewatchability, both of them. Both of them, whenever you see them on the screen, you could pick up and watch it right from where it's at.
And I will. Every time.
However,
Goodfellas is more quotable. I fucking you mess around with it with your friends. It's like something it's just stuck in the lexicon of our lot. Like that's what we do.
Yeah. And like the only thing that takes me out of Good Will Hunting, and I even know I even know they grew up in that area.
Don't say they're fucking Boston accents or I'll get angry with you.
Ben Affleck's, I don't buy.
It's his neighborhood.
I don't buy his. I don't buy Ben Affleck. I think that's one of his worst acting performances.
Well, that was his second, right?
Yeah, no, he was acting for a while before that, just like Damon was. That was the one they wrote where they really hit, but they were in movies for a while. But like, actually, my favorite Boston accent, one of my favorite line of that movie, and it was towards the end when they give him the car, and the guy with the red hair.
Yeah.
He goes, "Well, we figured, now that you're old enough to drive, figure it's time to get a car. Now you can drink and drive, you can get a car," or something like that. He alluded to like drinking and driving. It was
right.
But like, I feel like everybody had a great Boston accent, but Ben Affleck.
Right.
Like he was the only unbelievable character for me.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think.
Well, he also doesn't look like he grew up in that neighborhood.
No.
He just doesn't. He looks like he visited that neighborhood. He don't look like, and I'm not saying he isn't, but he don't look like those kind of guys.
Yeah.
But
Goodfellas, there's not a flaw to the movie. The movie's about as perfect. It's about as perfect a movie as you can make.
What, Goodfellas?
Goodfellas. I mean, some people will I've actually heard some people say they don't like that final, like the Goodfellas is almost like two separate movies, like that whole like when he like really into coke and the helicopters and stuff.
I didn't like that part either.
It's almost like it could have ended right before that.
Right.
If there's I
don't like all of that.
Yeah, if there's a weak part of the it seems like it almost seems like two different filmmakers. Like almost like somebody put that on it. Kind of like Stripes was great for like 45 minutes.
Yeah, and then, you're right. And
then they got out of training and it turned into this shitty ass movie.
Yeah.
But like find me a funnier beginning of a movie than Stripes.
Oh, forget about it.
You know what I mean? But like, you're like, what happened? It was almost like they just said, we're going to give this movie to a couple college students and let them finish it. Yeah. Like, wow, okay.
Yeah, no, Goodfellas, I don't like it when he starts looking for the helicopter running around. But he gets caught, and then when Jimmy's like trying to kill him and he meets him at the diner, want to go down Florida do that thing? And then he's like, oh, behind the corner. Back, no, Jimmy, I gotta go. No, it's right back there. Like that's like fuck. That's still awesome.
It was still good. It just seems like a different movie. It doesn't seem to blend well. Like that whole thing was acted great. It was good stuff.
What do you think that maybe? And I'm not crawling in the head of this guy. I don't know what they did, but maybe that was an intentional thing because the world changed for them. Everything changed.
Yeah. Oh, it could have been intentional. Yeah.
Yeah,
no, it just jumped forward, boom, like.
Yeah.
But I posted that last week. I felt like Ray Liotta at the end of Goodfellas, just like with my coffee, staring out the window, just fucking. I still have my mustache. I just felt all disheveled. I'm just like, I'm just a regular schnook. I can't do comedy no more. Just stuck here. It's like same thing because like everything he says, same thing every day. I live out. He lives out in Arizona. He's like, tomato sauce tastes like ketchup. I'm just a regular schnook. Like I just felt like I was in that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
My grandfather, I don't know if I ever said this on the podcast before. My grandfather bought guns off of Jimmy. Well, the Jet, Jimmy the Jet.
Yeah.
My grandfather bought guns. Remember those guns? They were trying to fucking match up the silencers and all that shit back then? In the late 70s?
No.
Remember the scene? They're trying to sell guns.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I don't know if my grandfather got it because it was in a brown paper bag. It was in a brown paper bag, 2 guns, and I went to the bar with my grandfather to buy them, and I remember him saying, I remember the name. And then we bought those bought the guns and we put them in my pants. I was fucking like 7 years old.
Wow.
And I walked out of the bar with 2 guns down my pants.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow. What a grandpa.
I loved him, man.
Hell yeah, who wouldn't?
He just, like, everything that, like, he wasn't, when he's from the South, but he was like just a criminal. He's always getting locked up, selling stolen shit, drunk driving on sidewalks.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was a mess.
Drunk driving on sidewalks, you know. You know how they do.
How grandpas do.
How grandpas do drive. Oh, the old sidewalk driving grandpa. I got one of those. So the winner is Goodfellas?
The winner is Goodfellas.
Goodfellas. Ding, 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 ding. We finally... Like, did we have a doubt that was going to... I mean, if we could have...
No. We probably could have just...
Well, yeah, I think we learned a lot from this contest where it was way too scatterbrained and not thought out. It was just... it was put things against each other that were very hard to move on, and it was just a matter of time before Goodfellas just pushed through because we didn't. I think from the beginning we didn't see a movie on this list that we thought would give Goodfellas. I mean, the only movie on that list I thought would give me personally Goodfellas a run for the money was Pulp Fiction because they're my top 1 and 2 movies in my life. Right,
and for me, the final 4: Goodfellas, Rounders, Good Will Hunting. Those 3 movies are like my favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, Pulp Fiction is good, but it's not one of my favorites.
See, I think I even would have picked Goodfellas over Pulp Fiction, even though I would tell you Pulp Fiction is my number 1 movie now. But if you're telling me that I couldn't watch anything, the thing what I like about Goodfellas better, they both have great soundtracks, but the soundtrack of Goodfellas like reminds me of my grandma and stuff like that, and like those that old time where Pulp Fiction's got a killer soundtrack, but it's not really my music.
Right.
You know what I mean? All the surfer music, it's good music and it's good soundtrack, but probably if I grew up in California, it'd be a little better. But Goodfellas, I mean, it just reminded me of like my Uncle Ray, like all the whole Italian side of my family.
Yeah.
The way they talk, my Uncle Ricky, it just everything. Like he's my cousin Ricky actually. He grew up with Joe Pesci. They're like best buds. Like we have pictures of them together, and like he talked just like him. Had that same. I don't know, whatever this fucking Essex County or whatever North Jersey Italian Joe Pesci voice is, but I've met like 3 people that grew up in that same area that all have that. I can't even do it, Pesci. Really? Yeah. They just, I don't know, it's some nasally fucking.
Yeah. So what we'll do, there's not many people left, what we'll do, if you're listening to the audio of this, you got to come on Facebook. You got to join our group page, and we'll put out polls. Shoot us your top 5 movies.
We got to do more specific, not top 5.
No, movies. I know. No, I'm saying I didn't want to say a category because I don't want to lock it in. And Andrew,
yeah.
So it could be war movies.
Could be comedies. Let's do something fun. Like we'll probably
could be comedies. Could be war movies. Could be
dramas. Dramas.
80s movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Could be. Yeah.
And we'll tally them up. It may not even be a 32 thing because we just want you to give your top 5, and we'll try and make it whatever bracket it's going to be.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe we just start with the Elite 8.
Well, we'll see what people give us. That's how I did the food one. Based on so people gave me a ton, but some of them it was only 1 of each. So I went with the top, and by the time I got to 32, that was it. And then there was so many, and then you had some first round buys.
Right.
But I like doing it. It's fun, man. I'm, what are we gonna do? We're in quarantine. I think people are settling into quarantine. You can tell online because like people were really, really online a lot when it first happened. Like, let's all be connected. And you could just start to see people kind of settle back into their life. And
I'll tell you this, what I do see a lot of people are out and about driving around way more than I've seen in the past month.
Really?
Today, 17, when I was driving up 17, it felt like a regular fucking Wednesday.
Really?
Yeah. Now, some of the stores are still empty and more quiet, but I'm down on like Edgewater and Fort Lee in West New York. It's like, it's like a fucking, it's like business as usual.
That's scary.
Yeah. Well, it's because some of these fucking people are saying, let's open up. We can open up. Everything's going to be fine. Here's the problem. If they open up, they can't go in 3 days and be like, see, no one died. They got to go 3 weeks. And then say, well, look what happened. After 3 weeks, you got 10,000 more cases. You know what I'm saying? Then you got to, that's when you know. Yeah. I made a video yesterday, and it's just, I've been so like sick to my stomach from the people in social media. It's really insane.
What'd they do?
I mean, just looking at people's like argue, like people, I think James posted something yesterday. James posted something. Wow, isn't it? Remember how regular flu season, there was 10 pages of obituaries? Remember when that happened?
Yeah. No.
And then someone came in and was like, they're making every death about COVID, but so I got angry. And I didn't get involved, but I made a video. I was so angry. And I was like, all right, I'm going to play along, retards. Mm-hmm. I'm going to play along. Fuck it. I'll play along. Fuck it. This is a big fucking hoax. It ain't real. The COVID, they're just making everything. Fuck it. I'll do it. Fuck it. It's all fake. I've never in my entire fucking life on planet Earth seen so much death around me. People's families are all dying. Every single day I go on Facebook, someone died.
Dude, there's
not
8.
one.
Yeah.
Not 1, 3, 5, 7, 8 people posting how my aunt died, my grandmother, my father, my brother's in the hospital, he's on a ventilator. I mean, every day. Hundreds of people that I know, like people that you know, families that their family is in the hospital. So let's say it's not COVID. Fuck it. It's not COVID. That was make believe. What the fuck is killing everybody then?
But 800,000 people have tested positive for COVID.
They're all saying it's not. Here's the argument. I'm just giving you the argument. That's sensible stuff. I don't want to hear sensible stuff. I want to hear retarded stuff only today. What they're saying is those 800 people, they're lying. Some people, now here's the new thing. I knew it was coming too. The doctors and the nurses and all those, they're lying because they get more money if it's COVID patients.
Oh my God, I can't.
So that's happening. So no matter what you say today, they have their answer that it's lies, it's fake bullshit. That's not even, well, look at the flu. If I hear that one more time, I swear to God, I want to drive to each person's house, murder their fucking family, and drive away. If I hear one more time the flu, it's just a flu. It's just a regular flu. They're lying to you. More people die from the flu every year. Every year, how many people die in America every year? What do they say? 60 to 80,000 people die from the flu? Is that what they say in America?
I guess, yeah.
We're already almost there 2 months. You fucking retards. A whole year, 60, 80,000. We're already almost there 2.5 months. Do you not understand how it's different?
And we had to come in the house to kind of slow it down. It's not like we're just out doing business as usual. Think about how much it could be if we didn't come in the house. Then go. What I want to say to these people, if you think it's bullshit, then go volunteer at a hospital. Go help out. Go bring food to all. Just go out there. Go the fuck out there with no fucking mask on if you think it's not fucking real. Then you should not be home on Facebook. You should be out there contributing to society to help us move forward quicker if you think you can go out there and touch people.
It's like I don't understand what I shared something like I was reading with my friend's a nurse and a friend of hers shared like her day. The woman shared her day.
Yeah.
How like people were dying, people were on video chat, like trying to see their family take their last breath.
Oh, no, I can't.
That is not every flu season. How is this not something you go, wow, it is fucked up. There's a lot of bad stuff happening. Who cares that the Democrats don't like your fucking president? Who cares?
Why would they want to tank the economy if it wasn't real? Why would Trump even want to tank the economy if it wasn't real? You know what I mean? Like he's agreeing that we should be doing this.
He does, but he doesn't. And I'm not saying anything about him. It's not even a point. But he does and he doesn't. So when he said the governors have control, right?
Yeah.
The governors have control. And then the very next breath, but, some of those people aren't happy. The governors are probably doing too much for these states, and that people aren't happy. Like, that is counterproductive of a president. You're just supposed to be playing the politics right now. We're saving lives. Play politics. You're not going to be.
Yeah, well,
my base loves me how I fucking tell the truth. We don't need your truth right now. We need you to shut the fuck up. Don't say the governors have control. In the very next breath, say, but I get why they're protesting. You can't say that because it just makes them say, well, he agrees. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Not right now. If you want to talk about all the fuck ups and all of the he did this and he did that and they did that, we'll do that. We'll do it after this is all done. But this is a problem. If the only reason it's slowed down is because of the precautions we've taken. Georgia's opening back up Friday. Clubs and bars and restaurants and fucking hair salons. I mean,
they're gonna die. They're gonna infect each other more.
But then the people who don't want to believe it, they're just making those numbers up to prove their points. Like, oh my, you can't do it. So Italy, who don't give a fuck about you. So all you Italian morons who are here talking about this, you fucking guinea fucking morons. So all your fucking bloodline relatives who live in Italy, they're all making it up. They're all dying and making it up. They're all making it up. It's just I don't understand here's the thing. I know that it's not brave and it's not, wow, what a fucking bold thing to say. We all want to go back to normal. We all want to go to work. Every single one of us, if we're given the option tomorrow to go back to work and go back to normal lives, we all would take it.
Yeah, but I'm a workaholic, man.
And I just want to go out and be normal.
Yeah.
I want to do shows. I want to hit the road. I want to be on stage. I want to be around other comics. I want to be around my friends. I want my life to be normal, of course.
Yeah.
However, I know that maybe it's making sense. We just do this until we have either antibodies or a cure or a vaccine. That's it. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That's where I'm at with it. It's like, this is what we got to do, I guess. No one wants to do this. So when someone says, yeah, we just want to go back to work, it's like, yeah, no shit. Everyone wants to. So when the president or a governor or a mayor is like, my people want to go back to work, yeah, no shit, moron. But that doesn't mean they get to go back to work because right now is not the time. And I understand people don't have money and their bills are piling up and they're worried and scared. I get that. I'm not fucking idiot. I'm not an idiot. But we got to pull together and get through this together. Hopefully, if we all pull together, we can help the people who are struggling. People who can help will help.
These fucking mortgage companies are fucking ridiculous. I just, for shits and giggles. Well, first off, my car insurance company, they're sending us a check for like 15% off our premiums for 2 months.
Who was yours? Who's yours?
Liberty
Geico?
Mutual.
Okay.
But I went to I just wanted to go. I heard mortgage companies are giving people breaks, for like 2 months or 3 months.
But then they want it all.
Some mortgage companies are putting it at the end,
which makes sense.
Right. So I just went and looked at my mortgage company. I don't need I don't need it now. Luckily, I have money, but I just wanted to see. Yeah, they give you 2 or 3 months off, and then at the end of that, they want you to pay the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, right, exactly.
So I was like, well, then what the fuck are you doing? Where do you think I'm... Yeah, like, what?
Yeah.
I don't even understand that. They're like, yeah, but you won't get no late fees. Whoa, the late fees.
Save me $80? Oh.
The late fees. I thought I was scared to pay the whole nut, but the late fees. Did you guys ever go for saint status? I don't know if you ever seek that out, but you guys are great. Is
your friend Rich a conspiracy theorist?
I don't know. Why?
Because he says population control, which means
Now some people say that. So no, what some conspiracy theorists said, like when people send me conspiracy theory stuff, I won't read it. But if I happen to be listening to a podcast that's talking about it, then
why not? Yeah.
I listen. But that it was more like in China, that's what they wanted to do. They figured it would go other places, but it was more to population control there.
Okay.
And then it just got out of hand.
I mean, but we can say anything
but then I listen to another like I said, there's a channel on Sirius Radio called The Doctors.
Yeah.
Where it's not panic news, it's just doctors talking about it rationally. Right. And they were asking, they're like, yeah, some people say like this was made in a lab, and he was like, this one doctor was like,
do you have closed caption on our thing?
I don't know if Facebook does. I don't put it on there.
Yeah, it's fucking everything you're saying is getting written. I just noticed
perfect. That. And it understands Jersey slang. Perfect.
I don't know if it does that.
Jersey drawl.
So what
No, but they said, some people think it could have been made in a lab, and this doctor said, he goes, we couldn't manufacture a virus as good as Mother Nature, like as good as this one is at killing.
Right.
Like Mother Nature does such a better job. And he said, if we had the ability to manufacture a virus like that, we'd have the ability to manufacture a vaccine for it like that.
Right.
Like we don't have that capability because we don't understand these things on that level. To make a virus that goes airborne, that will spread and only kill old people, like.
Right.
Like there's no way like that. There's a secret group of people that know how to do that exclusively.
Let's make believe someone could. I can't buy into these. Just come on, man.
I mean, I could believe that they could be making. What I could believe is that they were making something in a lab that got out of control. Not that it was purposely done for this purpose. Like they were making germ warfare. They were creating.
I get it. Yeah. Right. I understand that could be a thing too. Of course.
But it doesn't help getting over it.
No, but I'm saying it doesn't. It's because it doesn't matter. But anything is possible. You say anything with anything. You could say, oh, yeah. What I heard was Area 51, they found this alien sperm thing, and then they fucking took the alien sperm, believe it or not, put it in a turtle. The turtle went to the desert. A fish ate the turtle, fucked up. Some guy ate the fish for breakfast one morning. Boom. We all got it from alien sperm. And
Sounds
that's
delicious.
it. That's all you got to say. It's delicious. But that's all you got to say. And someone's going to be like, yeah, I heard that too. Yeah, I saw it on a website. So what, you fucking retard? Why don't you just look like with your own brain and go, if your brain is that impressionable that whatever comes at you makes sense to you?
Well, conspiracy theories are easy and more fun because you don't have to disprove them. You can just say them.
But that's what I'm saying.
And conspiracy theories always have an answer for themselves. Where real things in life don't always have such answers, but conspiracy theories always have answers.
Right.
For whatever question you have, because it's not in the realm of truth. So anything you say, it's like, absolutely. Yeah, but what about this? Yeah, well, they could have been that could have been their plan the whole time. For you even to think that it can't be that.
Yeah, right.
Like they got every level already cornered.
Covered. Yeah, you got it covered because it's easy when not everything's made up.
But what's funny is they cover a conspiracy covers every corner, but doing it properly.
Right. Yeah.
Like doing it properly undetected.
Right.
They get it. Every corner's covered. They got it. But they just can't not let it get out. And it for whatever reason they can't make it work. Isn't that a miracle? That every conspiracy.
That's what I said. Like every conspiracy, just for instance, let's just look at the Trump thing. Let's even do with Hillary Clinton and her emails. They fucked up. She fucked up everything, but was amazingly able to get out of it. Trump, let's just say, right? The people were out to get him, to hang him. The fucking Russian thing. They were out for him. And then they made it all up except for the part that would have convicted him. They couldn't make that part up. That was where they couldn't just get it over the finish line with a lie, since everything else was a lie. Why couldn't they just pop it over the finish line, make the rest of the lie come true? They weren't that good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
everything is great until it falls apart. But so this was all bullshit and a hustle and a scam and a scheme, but they couldn't follow. Then really everyone sucks at this. Like all you know what I mean? Like all you spies are really bad at being spies.
Yeah.
They're not really good at it because like nothing. Like in the movies, it always works, and then the guy gets killed and no one knows how. It's a spy movie. That's what they do. How come you can't do that in the real world? All of it is a conspiracy until it comes down to the thing, and then when you like show it, it falls apart. I don't understand. If I really wanted my lie to fucking be, we're gonna make it all the way to the end, bro.
Yeah, well, conspiracy theory is easy. You know what I mean? The amount of emails, Facebook messages I get from people that I don't even know.
Right.
Like, watch this video, you won't believe it. And it's like COVID. I'm like, first off, I ain't clicking on some link that's gonna fucking
ever. I don't. We got to put that out there.
And
I'm still getting them.
And I don't want to read anything that's like. First off, you shouldn't be reading things this long that are shared to you. Like,
Right.
Pick some sort of reputable news source of some kind. Nah, it's all fake, man. Nah.
Except for the thing I believe.
Everything's
fake, except for the thing I believe.
Like, this is what I want to tell people. Don't you find it odd that all your news and all your leaders fit your thinking perfectly? Like, not one person that you follow, not one publication that you read do you disagree with on any level. Does that not scream brainwashing on both sides? Whether you're liberal or conservative, it's like, how could you not disagree with people?
Right.
Like, how could you think everyone, like, it just, like, who's the puppet? You know what I mean? Like, how can you be totally aligned with someone and believe everything they say or do? How can you believe a publication is totally honest all the time? I mean, some of these publications are fucking infuriating. That's why I've been staying away from news. They just put, like, panic shit in the headlines. It's like 18-year-old kid dies from coronavirus. And then 7 paragraphs down, it's like, he was fat. He had leukemia. He had like underlying health things, but they wanted to say young. But the headline was young people are dying from it. Right. It's like, stop it, man, because that's the shit that you fucking lie about, and then people don't believe your dumbass when you do have an important headline that you need to get the message out.
And the truth is, young people are dying from it. So just you don't got to make it hypersensitive to the.
But why not be honest and be like,
exactly,
young people with underlying conditions are dying.
Not only that, because I know like young guys who are very healthy who died. So it's not only underlying conditions, but you don't have to. If you find one that is underlying conditions, put it in the fucking headline. Young guy, 22-year-old dies. He had leukemia.
Right, but no. But if you read some of these articles, though, listen, sometimes you don't even know you have an underlying condition until you get a real motherfucking bug in your body.
Yeah.
You don't realize you have lung issues.
However, young people have died from this.
Yeah.
It's just, you know what I'm saying? Like the one woman was, and people, like the one, you see that one story that fucking.
But people are gonna die from it. That's the thing, though.
Did you see that one story with the woman who was pregnant?
I don't.
They put her in a coma. They had to put her in a coma because she, wasn't breathing. She couldn't breathe. They put her in a coma, and she delivered. They did a C-section while she was in a coma, and her baby was born like 2 months early.
Wow.
Very, very premature, and the baby's being healthy. But the woman was probably. I didn't hear no pre-existing conditions. She might have been 30 years old, 31 years old.
Well, I mean, pregnancy's got to be putting a toll on your body to begin with.
Yeah, it's pulling your antibodies and your fucking immune system probably are working overtime to keep the baby healthy.
Exactly. So it's not totally healthy. But you know what? Listen, anything people are going to die from. It's just about the numbers. I mean, we're eventually going to go back into society where people still dying from this. It's just we don't want the hospitals overwhelmed.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like
down to zero. We're not going down to zero. But I was listening to one doctor.
That's why I don't think comedy's coming back for over a year.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not thinking about it.
Especially East Coast comedy.
One day at a time. I'm not fucking doing the whole thing because it can be dire if you do that. One day.
I saw that the owner of the Comedy Cellar on a podcast on YouTube said, like, listen, if they cut this Comedy Cellar down to 50 seats from 100, he goes, I couldn't afford to be in business.
Right.
Or he goes, we're gonna have to use less comics and pay the comics less.
Right. No, absolutely, that's coming.
Yeah. Well, then I think it was on the Comedy Cellar Nightly, and then Bobby Kelly said, "Well, that's a good thing. Get rid of some dead weight."
Yeah.
But that's scary though. That does worry me though. You know.
What?
Comedy, man, our thing.
I know, but you can't. I can't do that. I can't do the. It's fucking done. Who knows? I can't do that.
No,
man.
I'm not saying it's done. I'm just saying it's something I think about.
But I can't be like, it's definitely done until 2000. Who knows, man? I don't know, and I'm not.
No, I mean, I'm saying not that we won't. I mean, I still have a gig on the books in January in Pennsylvania, and the guy said it's still on until, you know. I mean, not that it's not. He didn't cancel it yet, but like if they open it up, what?
I mean, I have one that's not officially canceled in July in Vegas. That's going to go down. That's not going to happen. I have 2 cruises, one in August and September. They already canceled in September.
Yeah, this theater I was doing in PA in June is like a 50-seater, I think, before coronavirus. I don't know. Like,
right.
I mean, I want to do stand-up so bad, I'll go perform for 10 motherfuckers. I don't even care.
Yeah, but they're definitely canceling shows. And I got an email from my manager. He was like, here's from the cruise lines. You have to be able, can you do 45 minutes sets? Completely, 2 different, completely. Like, yeah. And he's like, you have to be willing to go out longer. I am. And when you come back, you have to stay back for 14 days before you can go back out. Okay. And it's going to be less money.
Mm.
He didn't say how much less, but I'm just saying some of the good lines, they pay $3,000, right?
Yeah.
So for a week. If they brought it down to $2,000, it would suck ass, especially for people who've been making $3,000 for so long.
Well, especially because you got to spend money on a ship, and you're going to be out there longer.
No, it's $2,000 a week. So if you got to be out there 4 weeks,
gotcha. Okay.
You're making $12,000. It's $3,000 a week.
Yeah.
It's not $3,000 a trip. It's $3,000 a week.
Okay.
So if you're out there for 2 weeks, you're $6,000.
Okay.
Normally, but maybe now it's going to be $4,000. Okay, for the 2 weeks. And I know it sucks when you've been making $6,000 this whole time, but $4,000 is better than no grand. And right now, what are you doing instead of? I know
ships are still going out. People are going on ships now.
Not now, but that's the setup.
Okay.
For when we go back to work.
Okay.
When it goes back, they're trying to. All right, the ships are doing. Like I read a couple of articles that they're going to go to less buffet lines, and if it is a buffet, it's be served. No more people grabbing. So they'll take that out of your hands.
So there'll be a buffet, but
they'll be serving you.
So just put it on like.
Yes.
Okay. It'll probably be more specific times.
Yeah. Like,
listeners, we're only allowed 100 people in here now, so this is your time. This is your time.
Maybe.
You're going to have to keep the numbers down. You can't just have anybody comes in the restaurant anytime. No fucking way.
Yeah, not until they get some. But I was listening to a doctor today about the antibodies. That was more promising just to hear that and understand that science that I didn't understand. How the antibodies, you can inject them. It's almost better than a cure because it's something that can fight and keep you alive versus almost better than a vaccine.
Right.
Because it can treat sick people with positive antibodies that can fight the virus.
Yeah, but you're still going to get sick, though.
No, it's treating sick people.
Yeah,
you're going to get sick.
Yeah.
But if they can inject you with the antibodies, it will fight off the virus, and you have a better chance of surviving.
I know a dude that went into the hospital with it and said it was brutal. Like brutal.
Oh, yeah.
And he's out and fine now, but he said it was brutal.
Oh, I know a guy who was in the hospital, brutal. Yeah, James was in the hospital, it was brutal. But I know another guy went in, you're like, oh, is he fine? No, he died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I know Derek, my friend Derek, Derek,
yeah.
Right? His whole family's in the hospitals. His father's was his mother, his brother, his sister-in-law, and his nephew, and his father all have it.
Oh, my God.
His father, the last I heard, was brought to the hospital with a tube down his throat.
Holy shit.
So that was the last thing I heard 2 days ago. And I texted him yesterday. He said it was pretty much the same. His mother is sick. They're all in the same house. So it hit the house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, my cousin's husband died, okay, from this in North Carolina. She's going to have like 5 people for the funeral. I mean, it's not like, it's a real thing. I've never seen so much death. I don't know if there's a guy, his name is Gabe. I don't know if you're friends with him. I don't know if you're friends with Gabe.
Gabe who?
On Facebook. Gabe Ballard.
Oh, yeah, I know Gabe, yeah.
He posted something yesterday because he works, I don't know if he works for morgues or works wherever he works for. He said like 70 to 80 dead bodies like a day he's dealing with. Like the coworker, like the guy who drives the backhoe, was like, I can't believe how much death is around us.
Wow.
I mean, these are people there. So like anybody who makes up that it's a made up thing, okay, make believe it's not COVID-19. What the fuck is it? What is it then? It's killing everybody. It's killing a lot of people. This is not like the flu. I don't know, personally, I do not know one person ever that died from the flu. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody who knows somebody, is what I'm saying. I don't know anybody's cousin whose father died. I don't know anybody.
No, me and my mother were talking about that. We have, like, one of my grandpa's brothers, I think, died in 1918 flu.
Well, I can take that. I'm talking about flu season every year. I don't know anyone, not one person do I know who's died from the flu.
No, and a lot of people don't even take the fucking flu vaccine.
I don't.
Most people I know don't.
Right.
I think once we have the vaccine, everything will be back to normal. Clubs will be filled again. Everything will go back to normal. Once you know you have you can get a shot and not get it, then I think up until then, life's gonna. I think comedy. I was on the phone with Mike from Comedy Works, and he just thinks it's gonna be very, very slow build back up to normal. Just
right.
It's gonna be a cut.
There's gonna be people who are very scared.
A lot of cuts in pay, a lot of smaller audiences. I was texting with Ken. Because he was like, you think it's coming back? I was like, I think it's coming back. I go, but it's going to be so hard to get gigs. I said that every comic's out of work. Everyone, the moment they say comedy clubs are open, everyone's saying they're avails. There's 52 weeks a year. And New York City especially is going to be dead for a lot longer than the road rooms. So all the New York comics are probably going to hit the road if they have those contacts. If you know what I mean? But I'm saying that if they want to do comedy, I think New York City comedy specifically is way off compared to Jersey, PA, and Florida.
Yeah.
New York City, because everyone's so on top of each other. It's a tourist. I mean, all those comedy clubs were filled with tourists.
Right.
It's just such a different animal. Like, even think of the comedy clubs in New York that kind of just had mostly locals, like New York Comedy Club.
Right.
Like, that was more like neighborhood people you saw. You didn't see people from Sweden and
no,
right. You know what I mean? Those will probably do good because that was like their...
Yeah, they're hang on. The Stand.
Like those. I think those clubs, but like, I don't know, Comedy Cellar and stuff like that, just because of the tourist attraction. Right. I don't know.
We'll see. But it definitely will change for a little while.
It's heartbreaking, man. I can't help but think about it all the time because, like, I like to be in denial, but then, like, it's just like, I don't know. It's, it reminds me of, it's like, you broke up with someone and you're doing good for a couple of days and you just like whatever, something reminds you, and then you're like, she ain't coming back, man. And like that's what I feel like with comedy. Like I'm like, that's why I joined this. One of my acting teachers sent me an email group message. They were trying to do a writers group. There's a bunch of actual like real playwrights in it, and and there was this one guy, Alex, who I knew was a playwright, who actually booked me to perform at his temple that got canceled because of this.
Right.
He's in it, and they started this weekly writers meeting. So we just get on Zoom yesterday for the first time. So once a week, we're just going to get together. It's nothing. It's just to get each other to write.
Yeah.
So Alex just gives us like almost an assignment to do. So each week we do a two-page play.
Okay.
we arrive with. So like this week, you just give a tagline: a relative arrives with important news. So you just got to write a 2-page script.
Okay.
Based on that, and I think it's pretty cool because it's just something.
Right.
It's not for work; it's just an exercise, and I'm like, wow,
absolutely not. So it's to get your brain working.
Just fun, and
I talking to my therapist on Sunday, and I mean the more like I'm going through life, I'm out all day working 6-7 hours a day, just doing my thing.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm not living.
Yeah.
I'm just doing this until this is different. You know what I mean? I'm just doing this until this is done. Like this isn't a life for me. This isn't life. I'm just functioning until this is over and I can go back to doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the first time in 20 years, basically, that I'm not. My daily motions aren't for the thing.
We're like in purgatory, man. We're in for lack of a better word, we're like stuck in a mouse. I don't know, like Groundhog's Day, the movie. I mean, that's same thing every day. Like
just going through it's not even going through the motions, but I'm just like I go out every day. I drive. I deliver fucking a lot of medication because like Monday was like 50 something deliveries. Like I'm very busy and I'm just out there, but none of it matters to me. Like. I'm grateful. I'm very grateful that I'm helping some people. There's a lot of people.
It's good that you're staying above water financially and have an opportunity to.
Correct. That's, I'm very blessed for that. And I am helping people who need help because some of these people can't go to the store.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, they're very sick, compromised, and they need help.
Yeah.
So when I come and sometimes I'm the only person they see. You know what I mean? They're like, hi, they're like just waving, like it's just. It makes me feel good. And it just keeps me busy. However, my whole is for what? What the fuck what am I doing here? I'm just doing this until everything goes back to normal. So I'm just kind of like treading water, right? Just treading water, but it's for nothing to me. It's like for nothing. Everything I do has a point to it. And all this is just to get me to the end of this. And that's just empty to me. You know what I mean?
I think everybody's feeling that.
100%. And I'm like, I gotta force myself to be creative in moments when I have time to be creative.
Yeah.
And my day is kind of shot because like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, I take my son to his program. I come back home, take another like an hour nap 2-hour nap. I get up. Usually I go pick him up, drop him off, and then I'm out from 12 o'clock until 7 o'clock. I'm out. So that's like right in the middle of the day. Then I come back, make myself some dinner. Before you know it's 9 o'clock at night. I'm going to sit down and start typing away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's tough when you're tired.
So I'm kind of wiped out. And in the morning, I stay up till 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, get up. It's like where do I find it? Where do I go? I cannot create in my house. There's no place for me to be here in this house. This is not it's not conducive for my creativity. It never has been. It never will be.
Yeah.
There's too much going on here. People who don't know my living situation. It is what it is. I probably could have changed it years ago if I did something different, but I didn't. And here I am.
It is what it is.
Whatever it is what it is. And it's very constricting and restrictive. So there is no place for me to be like, bang, boom. It's just no place. There's no place for that. Yeah. I mean, I can't tell you. I'm in prison. I'm like a 10 by 10 spot in this house is mine, and that's it. Yeah. You know what I mean? So there's no place for me to really go and settle in, get some writing done. It's not inspirational at all anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to go to the library and sit at the library, and it was always awesome because it was like my office, and I would fucking write.
Yeah.
Every day. It was so good, man. You would give me an idea. You'd be like, hey, I want to do a scene. I'd be like, at the library, I'd be like, yeah, I just wrote that. What do you think? And you're like, yeah, that's cool. Like, as soon as you said something, I was able to work.
Yeah.
Now I got nothing. So you tell me, hey, we should do something. I'm like, all right. And it just goes, blah. So what am I fucking doing here, man? It's like, this is the first time in my life that I'm not doing it. And then I don't want to play the what was me game, but it's what was me. I got nowhere. I want to write. I want to write some scripts. I want to utilize this time to create something. So when I come out of this, boom, I've done some fucking work.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm trying. But I've only just started feeling inspired.
All I'm doing is driving around, delivering medication, coming home, making dinner, playing cards, watching television, going to sleep, get up and do it all again tomorrow. And it's just not. It's not me. It's just right now. All it is a survival mode, I guess. And I got to look at it like that. Like,
yeah, well, force yourself to do a little more. Like, not like, okay, I'm gonna go sit down for an hour, but like, even I've been just saying like just I'm just writing down different thoughts in my. I'm like forcing myself, even in any free time I have, to just come up with some sort of tagline, some sort of sketch idea, even if it's just a sentence in my head.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's been sparking my creativity.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, just the act of trying to, even if I don't write anything, just like for like 10 minutes, like thinking of something different. Like, what is it? Like the other day, the guy, remember when you saw me act in that theater play, The Gravedigger, the black guy that was in that, Bobby?
Yes.
He, me and him, I got so close with him acting in that, became like really good friends. I told him, like, I want to write something for us to act in together, like a sketch. And I just never had an idea. And then he posted, like, because he's out of work too. He was doing acting on the side, and he's missing it. He posted like one of his like promo shots of him in a suit, like walking. And it's just, I was like, that's a cool ass picture. And for whatever reason, that picture, boom. I'm not gonna say it on the podcast, but when we're signed off, I'll tell you what the idea is. But it gave me this whole idea, and I was like, dude, I felt like I got high because it was like the first like real idea I've had in probably since
5
quarantine.
weeks. Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because it's tough. It's tough to feel inspired. I was talking with Ken about it. He's like, no, it's weird when we come back from comedy. Everyone's living the same existence.
100%.
Before that, every comic had his own life, and we'd kind of have like everyone had relationship jokes, and everyone had like we're talking about same subjects, but in their own way. But it's like we're all home, can't get groceries, can't see our fam. Like we're all living the same exact weird existence. So it's like it's gonna be so weird to shake the rust off.
Right, 100%.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
And it's so bizarre to me. It's like when was like I can't even think of the last time everyone in this country lived the same actually the world lived the same existence at the same time. It's going to be very interesting to see how creative people come out of this. At least musicians can fucking jam on Zoom. That shit works.
Well, I think I feel that it's going to definitely weed through. A lot of people aren't coming back from this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think a lot of comics who didn't really, maybe mid-level guys, a little lower-level guys, are not going to come back.
Yeah.
Because if they were I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this inspires a bunch of us to, fucking write jokes and be funny again. But
well, it's going to be tougher for the guys that were like guys like me that still had day jobs, or even comics that have like radio shows still.
Thanks, man. Huh?
Like comics that have like radio shows still, or like they're still making money. Like they can come back a little better, but it's like those ones that were trying to be full-time or were full-time. That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's going to be a tough transition. Mm-hmm. Do you go back to a day job do you start back?
No.
Because that's the thing. A lot of people, it's almost like if a lot of clubs close down and a lot of clubs do fewer shows or less people, smaller lineups, talking like showcase shows.
Right.
Because you got to think about it. Theaters are not going to be back when we come back. People sitting that close to each other in 5,000 seat theaters are going to be done for a long time. So all those theater acts are coming back to the clubs.
Right. Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? They're going to come to the club. Yeah. They're going to come sell the 300-400. They're going to come back to the clubs and probably take the door.
Right.
And the club will make all the booze.
Yeah, and we'll be picking up the crumbs.
Yeah, but I don't know how many good comedians are going to be willing to do those feature spots for the big name guys.
Everybody who wants to work.
No, I'm saying, You hope.
A lot of those guys who aren't me.
I mean, you can't pay features any less than you currently are. So that pay should be.
So you're gonna get guys like me who, headline, but feature for big names who are now gonna have to feature for mediocre names who fill the place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it's gonna be. However, I'm not jumping back in full right now. If this thing starts up, unless the calendars open up and it's like, boom, fill them up. I'm not doing. Well, we're gonna put you 3. You got a week in fucking Minnesota, but then you got nothing for 17 weeks. Then I'll have to pass on the week in Minnesota because I got to make money.
Yeah, it's just.
I'll do the local firehouses, and if they get those things running back again, I'll do those for now, and then maybe in a year, hopefully, what would have been really nice? Not that I want to bitch and moan, but what would have been really nice is if fucking Dry Bar, would have had my special ready now, whilst the peoples were quarantined, and then they can watch it.
Yeah, they're probably struggling because probably no one's doing their pay thing and fucking.
Well, no one's probably. They were. I was probably a week away from being edited down.
Yeah, no one's even working there.
No one's working, so I understand. It's not that. I just wish if I could have been like, if this quarantine thing could happen maybe a month later.
That's your luck. They're gonna release it when nobody wants to be home.
When no one's gonna even look at like a television anymore. It's like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see that.
I find I'm getting sick of, I am sick of TV. Like I've been watching, it's like,
yeah,
it like nauseates me. I'm like, I'd just rather just sit here on my couch staring into nothing. Or like I've been catching myself like an old man, like on my back porch at the table with just the coffee, staring at the tree, just like I just don't. I just suck. I'm like, I don't care about anybody's. I don't
either. I haven't I watched Ozark. I finished Ozark, and then I did that. I'm not okay with this.
Yeah.
That show I was telling you to watch. 6 episodes, maybe 7 episodes. It's actually it's from a graphic novel, I guess.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about that. Yeah.
It's like a superhero thing. I didn't know it was that, but they're only like 20-minute episodes, 22-minute episodes. So I finished that season already, but I had no interest to start anything. I don't want to watch anything. I watch Bill Maher. It's tough to get through.
Yeah, it's tough.
I don't understand why he doesn't just do a Zoom thing. I don't understand why he's doing this. I don't know who told him that this is the way to go. Just do a Zoom thing and have everyone chime in like they would on the show. I don't understand. You can do the exact same show. Your monologue, opening guest, Zoom, 3 people panel, person comes in, Zoom, boom, do your fucking new rules, move it on. There's really no reason to break it up the way he's doing it, but I'm nobody. So I watched that. John Oliver's nailing it. Did you see the new?
I saw the first, I fell asleep during this week's because I watched it before bed, but it definitely is better than that first week than I saw.
Right. So he's got you never really heard the audience, like I said, with him.
Yeah.
It was just him doing his thing. It was like, and he knows his laughs. He knows how to draw his funny out. It's like Bill Maher still needs an audience reaction. You could see.
Because he's a stand-up. That's like, his whole show is very Tonight Show-esque, almost like the old school.
Yes, it's a lot of punchlines, like, bam.
And he was always going for, like, a punchline off of a guest.
Right.
And I think he's afraid of, you see it a little bit, like, even when he'll kind of do it, like, throw in something. The guy won't even get it.
Right.
And it looks like Bill Maher's being a dick almost.
Correct.
Because there's no laugh. So maybe that's why he's not doing the panel. Because it may be hard to control, like on on Skype or Zoom, like even when I Zoom with my family, like, wait, who's talking now? But you know what I mean? Like maybe the dynamic. I mean, I'm just guessing.
Maybe the delay of like that quick snap back and forth isn't there when there's that little bit of delay.
Yeah, it's not.
But John, like John Oliver, but like you think like Jimmy Fallon and all those guys are doing their shows. They mixed it up and doing it different from home. John Oliver is doing it the same way, and to me he's crushing it.
Yeah, man, he's good. I gotta watch it more. I think I can watch stuff like that. I think I'm just burnt out on I don't want to start a new show with new people. Like movies, I think I'll do more because it's going to be over in 2 hours.
Right, yeah, right.
Like Ozark. Like I want to start season 3, but I gotta say I like Ozark. I don't love Ozark. So when you're like,
I hear you.
10 episodes, I'm exhausted already. Like I just,
I would suggest.
But I may watch Rounders again. I'll tell you that.
I would suggest watching the episode 1 of season 3, and then you'll want to stay on.
No, I will. It was so weird. This week has been extremely busy. I didn't expect the writers' meeting thing to happen. That kind of came out of the blue.
Right.
And I really liked it, So tomorrow night I kind of have nothing. Like I really have nothing tomorrow, so I feel like I can catch up on a lot of things. I mean, I'm grateful for being busy.
Troy was telling me, Allen, he asked me, have I done a Zoom show? And I was like, no, I don't. He told me that he did one and it was really good because the audience that was all tuned in, you could hear them laughs.
It depends. I heard someone that said that everyone's muted.
So when he did, everyone laughed. You could hear it. Everyone's laughter.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that sounds pretty good. Some fellowship reached out to me and said they're doing this thing for the greater New York. And I like to, we're asking comics to submit 30 minutes. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have minutes. You want me to, let me get this straight. You want me to submit 30 minutes so you can approve me, who's done all your live conventions.
Yeah.
To see if I can do what? Your free internet show?
Nah.
I'm like, I'll
never do stand-up again if that's what it becomes. I'm firm on that.
Yeah.
I am not. Listen, man. Everything I like about stand-up was being in a live environment with people right there on top of me, and you never and it could go wrong, and you can work with it. And no way, man. No way. Not a chance in hell.
Here's my special. So when it comes out,
wait, I can't see it. So it's not. It's too overblown. You got to pull it away from the light a little bit. Is that your dry bar poster?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I filmed it January 11th, man. So it's been taking people 3 months. So it would have been March 11th, March 15th is basically when people were coming out. But none of the people on my show, none of us.
I don't see any new ones being posted.
Well, they can't. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
But all right, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, let's wrap. Gotta go bathroom. All right, people. Thanks for those that stuck with us. Please do us a favor. Go to any audio podcasting app and subscribe to us. I guess because people aren't commuting anymore, so the audio podcast numbers are down for a lot of podcasts. I spoke to a lot of friends who have podcasts.
Oh, really?
So that's why a lot of them have been going live, because it's like everyone's on the social media right now and YouTube.
Yeah, we talked about this the last time. It's because podcasts were like on the go things.
Yeah. So, but still go subscribe for us. Go ahead and subscribe. If you can go to iTunes and rate the show, that helps us as well. Go to youtube.com/Joe Fernandes. Go to Mike Gaffney on YouTube and subscribe to Mike's YouTube channel. People, we're going to come back on Sunday with our regular, and look at our All in Our Heads podcast page. We're going to put out a post asking for your movies to submit for our next contest, whatever we decide that will be. And I'm stalling because my thing's frozen up. And Thanks for listening, everybody. You've been listening to All in Our Heads.
See you.